with that being said, I need you to do this for me. 3, 2, 1, we're gonna clap.
Why would I need drums when the AR got 2 on it?
1.
If I needed a feature, I would've put you on it. Too many ghost riders all in your catalog, and you hunt it. The feeling you been missing, it's what you wanted. Back writing in my Stevie Crooks ways. You know, ghetto glamour about hammers, but in a gorgeous display. Call Lisa Ray, I still wanna dance from Diamond. In a Holly Berry hand job, to enhance my rhyming. I'm meditating on the sand in silence. A bunch of sequels just staring at me. They be jealous, but they never at me. Apache, Tomahawk a nigga, sit him up in the backseat and drive back and forth through his hood with a mask and black tee. Mr. Cinematic, that's me. Thoughts of the matte black Maybach. Driving smooth, but the paint job is ashy. Who the best? Don't ask me. I'm just the best version of myself, racing my past, trying to pass me. The word I'm looking for is Sierra's baby daddy. The war in me going on, make nothing here scary. I'm gonna die empty when I'm in that cemetery. Everything out of me, so I live forever when I'm buried. Yeah.
There we go.
It's okay to be different.
This is another episode of For the Record. You probably can't see my face right now because I'm in the same room as the Invisible Man. I think I got a little bit of his aura on me. But this is For the Record. I'm Jay Kasai. That ominous figure there is Stevie Crooks. And we're doing something special today, man. For people who don't know, this is a special episode. Let me turn the music back up.
Going slow till I start sinning. Time is money, but money is the root of every bad thing that happened under this roof. So what the fuck is the truth? If I wanna do good, I gotta do bad. If I wanna go forward in life, I gotta go after the bag. But the bag got a label and tag. So somehow, some way, I gotta play the game or go outside. You ever notice how you reminisce about what you had to get the same thing again, but it feel like trash? Cause you had something new the old thing don't have, but end up losing both. Cause time has passed. See, that's why I wanna talk. Cause if time is money, how come getting it feel like a win and a loss? Now I'm looking at my watch and it's pissing me off, knowing evil is attached to this time I bought. But it's okay to not get it. Yeah. Just don't stop living. Yeah. It's okay to be different. Yeah. Don't stop living.
Stevie Crooks. This is For the Record. I'm Jay Kasai, Stevie Crooks.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I feel good. Yes.
That's all I need to hear. I didn't know where you were about to go with that hesitation, but you were supposed to be in the season, then you didn't make it in the season, and then I actually had a hiatus from finishing the season, and then we both kind of came back at the same time, and this worked out.
I had a hiatus. I just felt like I didn't want to be involved in anything. Not in a bad way. I just needed to like step back a little bit and just look at things.
I'm curious what that means though, because you made an album.
I know.
Were you making an album during the hiatus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Which I always do. Like, I'll be damn near like finished with one album, and I'll start another one in the middle of it. When I know like I have a concept, then I'll start something else.
Okay.
While doing that, and then it gives me a time to create something.
Okay, so I'm gonna preface this episode now. I'm gonna say a lot of things during this episode, but I want you to know I'm a fan of you as an artist, and I respect you as an artist.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
But I'm gonna say some disrespectful things potentially, depending on how sensitive you are.
Word.
And I'm gonna hope you understand that I am a fan of you and I respect you as well.
Yes.
All right. First and foremost,
what's this? What do you mean by this?
First and foremost,
start with the disrespect first, and then we can get into the.
I don't think any of it's disrespect personally.
Okay, word.
I seriously don't. I really don't. First and foremost, I think that you have a trademark bag that everyone can expect from you, and 90% of your discography speaks to it.
Yes.
But I think that you artistically are capable of 90% more than that 10% of music you put out. and that's annoying as hell. And I have audio proof of it. Mm-hmm. So I know you can make... I hate starting the episode this way. I know you can make pretty much any style of music that's playing on the radio, playing on SoundCloud, playing on YouTube, but you choose to make whatever bag you're in that people know Stevie Crooks for. And we got a little taste of it before. You did a not so serious project.
Yes.
And you gave people a taste of that. You're capable of more. And I don't think...
What is that project we're talking about?
Bar Kelly? I know that... See, here's the thing. The one time you step out the bag is a joke, but it's...
Yes.
I, as an artist, take that serious. I go, oh.
Yeah.
I go, oh.
Right.
I know he's not serious, but he's doing it.
Yeah.
Like, actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about that.
Okay, so... I come from a lineage of people that really pushed a style of hip hop that sometimes I feel if I don't do what that is, I feel like I'm not keeping that shit alive. Mm-hmm. Because nobody is doing that shit. It's very rare right now for just
Is that really your job though?
It's not my job, but it is as someone that it's almost like a tradition. But you know, traditions break all the time. And I break them, but it's like a village that's never been seen by any other humans, and they do a certain thing, right? And then you have this kid that will go into the city every once in a while, and he may bring a hat back and a t-shirt back and some other things for like the village to see, like like this is what it is out there, but I still can thrive in this village. Like I that's how I feel like I am for my fans, because I know a lot of fans that listen to my music don't want to listen to the other shit. Yeah. So I know I got a damn near like, I don't have to. I kind of like baby them into a different style. So it enables them to listen to other shit. Okay. So then when I do decide to do something different out of nowhere, it's not like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah. It's more like, okay, we know that he's capable of doing this. Yeah. So, that's interesting. Every once in a while I step out the box.
Oh, it's not even every once in a while. Yeah. You do it all the time. Yeah. It's a matter of the releases that are every once in a while. Because you do this like it's a workout in the gym. You do these other styles all the time. Yeah. You're able to do it the same way the people who are doing it consistently do it. And I hate that we're starting with this because this is...
No, it's cool.
Yeah, but...
It's cool. I'm a student. I feel like you're a student.
Oh, I'm a super student. I'm a super student.
I'm a super student. I like different styles. I like when I hear something that like, oh, I ain't never heard nobody do it that way. Look, how can I implement that into what I have already?
We're going to start from square one because we're going to come back to this conversation because I have a lot to say about it, because... me learning more about you and the true you and the guy who's not just the musician, or I should say the persona that the music gives solo. I knew that guy first. Right. And then I got to know the real you second. Yeah. So I had two different reactions. But
I'm a Gemini as well.
That's a layer. That's a real layer.
It gets real deep.
And I have a personal layer with that sign also. And I'm going to educate you on that today too. Because I find, man, me and Geminis, man. I'm going to talk about that later. But what's crazy is I learned about Stevie Crooks, the artist, a long time ago. A very long time ago. And I heard it and went, this sounds like Hove.
Word.
I was like, where's this dude from? This dude from New York somewhere? How'd y'all get this dude on the record? And they went, nah, he's from Moreno Valley. Wait, excuse me? Like, he's from I don't even go to Moreno Valley, and I'm from the IE. So I was a little shook by that. And this is like 2010 or 11 maybe. But you were working with Kosher Chris, Nabi, Tafashe. I don't know if you remember these people, but those are the people you were working with. And I heard you, and I was like, he sounds super professional. He sounds dope as hell. He sounds like Hov. Who is this? And why is he from New York? And they said he's not from New York. He's a 20-minute drive from where we're currently at.
Yes.
And he's very accessible. And I went, I don't know if I'm happy about that or not.
Right.
But that's where I discovered you at. And I didn't have a bunch of music out. You definitely had no idea who I was. My story is totally irrelevant to this episode, but you wouldn't have had an opportunity to really know who I was until maybe 8 or 9 years later.
Damn, so, that's insane.
It's insane because I was actively making music, but I wasn't doing what you were doing as far as putting it out, doing what you do, grinding. I was in a very different bag and lane. Who's that guy, and how does he compare to where you're at now, and why are they different people? Because they definitely are different people.
You talking about from the beginning to here to
I'm
right
talking
now?
about 2011 to 2023.
Okay, so 2011, I want to say is like Kashmir Killer era, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, that's right before Born on Olympus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at that time, I really was just understanding how different I was. That was like my first understanding that I was different. Just for the fact that, like how you said, who is this person from here? Why does he sound like this? And then they see the live show, and it makes sense.
I saw the live show really late, but it was great. You're a great live show, by the way.
Yes, I feel like that's one of my strengths, because you get to see the passion that's in me. And so that was like a thing of like me learning that I was different. Like people would come up to me after the show, or people would come up to me all the time and just be like, yo, like, you different. And I finally accepted it. And once I accepted it, that's when I kind of, it was almost like a self obligation for me to continue to do this thing of I guess keeping something alive. I guess that it's not that it's dead, because you know hip hop has never died really, but there's a certain essence that is missing from time to time, and I feel like I still try to keep that alive in my music. A lot of like the greats do that shit too, though. Like, a lot of greats still keep this essence thing that goes on with their music, whether it be like them bringing in an old chorus or an old sample, or like even what you do, like bringing in somebody from then to now, and making them rap how they did then. And putting the pressure on them to do
be now while also being back then.
Yes, because I'm not even gonna. So like for me, like if I were to get somebody like Corrupt on a record, I'm not gonna give him a trap beat. I'm gonna give him a beat that like old Corrupt. I want you to wild out, or I might give him boom bap, because that's my favorite type of Corrupt. You know, just to see what he gonna do.
And what you're speaking to is something. I do have a few questions for you about this, but I'm gonna play the record you're referencing first. So me and you have a record together. This is our only record together. It's called NYC, and I named it NYC for a lot of reasons.
Word.
So.
I never asked why you call it that, but
it's called NYC for a few reasons. So first and foremost, I made this record in 2011. That's when I started this record. Just me. I knew a producer named, back then he was called Capone. He changed his name to Amani. He's good friends with Nabi now. But he gave me a sample beat that he made, and it was dope. And I wrote my verse to it, and I went, damn, this is hard, but it's not. I just have a verse. I'm not gonna put this out.
Yeah.
And so I put it in the archives for years, and then I met Cam Archer, for the record.
Yeah, dope.
And me and him were like, yo, man, like, we're on a good wavelength. Let's make an album together. And he wrote a verse to that same beat. And that was it. It was just a 16 and a 16. And it just sat for years. And I mean 7 years specifically. Maybe 6 or 7 years. And our verses just sat there. And I listened to it all the time. And I was like, this is hard, but it ain't coming out. And then in 2020, I had nothing to do. It was COVID. And me and him looked at each other, and I hit him up, and I was like, yo, we started an album together in 2014, 15 together. And I said, yo, let me wrap it up. Do you trust me to just wrap this album up and put it out? And he was like, yeah, do your thing. I hit up Nabi, and we reproduced it to make it something dope.
Right,
like some Rick Ross type shit.
I remember that.
Yeah, and it was just me and him on it, and I was like, okay, let me think of the people that are my favorite rappers.
Word.
And I was like, okay.
I was one of them, nigga?
You were one of them. I was like, well, so when the beat was done, I was like,
let's go.
To me, the beat that we ended up with was some universal hip-hop shit.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You could call anybody, as long as they're an MC.
As long as they know the MC, they can be on that. Yeah.
They could be on it.
So universal.
Who's my top list? Yeah. You and Snaz were very high on that list.
Word.
So I hit y'all up, and I was like, look, if they say yes, we stop there.
Uh-huh.
And Snaz, I hit up first. And Snaz was like, say less. Just shoot me the record.
Yeah.
Issues with the stems. We got the record. Not the way I wanted it. We got it. And I was like, look, we going to put it out the way it is.
Uh-huh.
And then you came through. We laid your shit.
Right.
I think Ray was there. We laid that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, Ray was there. And then I was like, cool, it's done. And then I got in touch with Punch on an Instagram Live.
This is so random.
On an Instagram Live, bro. And I hit him up, and I was like, yo, what's up? And he was like, yo, what's good, bro? And I guess he had worked with Nabi at some point. I'm an EMC fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Punch fan.
Yeah.
I know the history of Punch.
For sure.
And I hit him, and I'm like, yo, man, like, you interested in doing a joint? Like, I got a joint that it's just open. Like, if people want to hop on, they can. If they don't want to, cool. And I sent it to him, and I told him the story of it, the idea of it, the concept of it, and he sent me what he sent me, which was perfect. And he definitely rapped like he was on the EMC album.
Right. And that's exactly what you wanted.
That's exactly what I was looking for. But I try not to be that guy to tell people what to do that are artists, because
I've done it before to people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I'll be
you
like,
have to.
I want this. I'll play the song of what, how I want them to do a certain thing, and then give me this.
Look, you specifically are someone that I might have to do that with, because you can do so many different things. Right. It's scary.
Yeah, I had somebody tell me they wanted a verse from me, but I want you to rap like how you did on this specific song on Fioravanti, and I'm just like, okay, all right.
Yeah. You have pockets that you don't put out publicly.
For sure.
And that can, for me, I have the information and know that, and that's intimidating. Because that means I can give you a beat, and you might give me something that's not out, or you might give me something that is out.
Yeah. And
so for someone who only knows what is out and think that's all you do, that's even funnier, because they might get psyched out and get something they didn't expect.
That's one thing that I like about when I do projects, because I do a whole bunch of different styles.
Yeah.
And then the next project could be a whole bunch of different styles. It's still me, but it's like just a whole bunch of different things.
Here's my thing though. Like the BPMs you pick on your projects versus the amount, you can do any BPM in the genre of hip hop, and your catalog hasn't yet transparently said that.
Yeah. I haven't pushed the speed limit. Is what I know for sure. I haven't pushed the speed limit.
You haven't. I know.
I can push the speed limit.
Look, my brain exploded when you showed me. It exploded, and you showed me when you came and laid NYC. Yeah. So I played you NYC, and to me, NYC was a niggas from New York BPM. Or expert hip hop MCs. Yes. One or the other. You're either one or the other.
Yes.
Punchline is the expert NYC MC. He's excellent at that BPM. Me and Cam, in my opinion, can rap on any BPM.
Yes.
Stevie Crooks was in the gray area in my head. I met you we talked, and I went, oh, he's that nigga.
I'm not afraid of any BPM.
Just like I was like, here's the beat.
There's
you did your thing.
So this is exclusive information. So now I'm working on a new project.
Okay.
And the BPMs are all fast. Everything.
Can you give me a number?
We up 120 and up. Yeah.
Ooh, those are like trap BPMs.
But they're not trap beats though. They're like UK.
Oh, drill. Drillish?
Not drill. No, not drillish. Original, like classic UK PlayStation 1. Damn near like techno.
Oh, I'm upset I don't have one locked in. Ooh.
You know like a techno rap flow.
Yeah.
Somebody that's really good at that is Black Thought.
Yeah. You're a real student.
Yeah.
You're a real student.
Yeah, I'm a real student.
Wow, that's interesting.
So I'm in the pocket of the fast. It's not even fast rapping, honestly. It's just making sure that you
less words,
more pattern based.
Yeah,
it's more pattern based because people think, if the beat is fast, you got to rap fast. It's not even that. Somebody else that does that exceptional is Rakim. Rakim is like
the God MC.
The God,
literally.
Like I was just. This is about to sound insane. I just listened to the Rugrats movie soundtrack. Okay, laugh all you want.
Why?
Okay?
Why were you listening to that?
Because for some reason I wanted to hear the Maya and the Mace song that they have. It's like a Rugrats.
I'm not mad at that.
Remix. Like, I don't know if you know that song. It's like, take me back. I wanna go there.
I'd have to hear it.
And it's like dun 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 dun. And like Mace is rap. It's a dope song, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, who else is on that soundtrack? I'm scrolling. I'm like, Rakim. What? So Rakim on like a damn near like techno song.
What?
But he's rapping as if he's rapping one of his first singles. Like,
really?
And I was like, that right there is, not everybody can do that. Nas can do that too, because Nas is a student of Rakim.
Yeah.
Nas can rap on any tempo, and it sounds like he's rapping slow. That's like that's a gift in itself.
It's mathematics.
And what does Rakim always say? It's mathematics.
Yeah.
Because it is, and that's what I say with the patterns. Like, it's a certain pattern. You stay on the pattern. 4, 5, 6. 4 words. And then the 5 words, and then the 6 words. You keep, and then you just keep repeating that, and then it becomes a pattern.
Yeah.
So Rakim is good at that, and I've been trying to practice that. So
you're a real student.
Yeah,
I respect that a lot. That's really dope. I've found that. So for me, I'm a BPM nerd. I love learning BPMs, why, when, where, who, what, when, where, why.
Right.
Being you were a little backwards. So you came in rapping. Yo, you got beats, let me rap on them.
Yes.
And now you got beats, that's cool. Are they better than my beats?
Right.
That's where you're at now.
That's
I'm the opposite.
Right now, yeah.
I had beats, produced my first few projects, and now I'm like, yo,
what y'all got? Yeah. That's funny.
Like, please
That's
send
funny.
beats.
I want to get there again too. I want to get there. Like, please send me beats.
Look,
but
I'm at a point where now that I know your catalog and I know you, I want to do a record or a project or a record or an EP with you.
Word, I can make some shit for you.
Yeah, because
I got a couple of things that I've been working with people. I got some shit with Cassius. I got some shit with the homie CM.
Me and you are both students,
Lexi,
so I know we could dig.
Yeah, for sure.
We could go in, because
we could make a whole project based off of Sega Dreamcast. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll just dig into every one of those games and find something to make a beat out of.
I will put you in complete control. But with all that being said, you're an expert at understanding it, and I'm a student of it, so I can appreciate it. And I think it's incredible, but I'm also appalled and annoyed because you've been making music for over a decade, and you have not expressed to the world that you can make music at every BPM in hip hop.
Right.
The world doesn't know that.
The world definitely doesn't know that.
What are you waiting for?
For this interview to come out and then people just
get angry?
Yeah. And then
look, you've got records at 160, 150,
you're the first person that's ever said that.
I don't think everyone knows. Maybe the people you play the records for just
my friends know that I can rap on anything.
But they're not students, though.
Right.
So your friends go, oh, he's got a lot of styles.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, he could do that if he wanted. No, he's doing it. He's doing it and not releasing those BPMs and those styles. And I'm a fan of the whole genre. I love everybody in hip hop. I'm a Griselda fan.
Yep.
I'm a Drake fan.
Yep.
I'm a Benny fan. I'm a Conway fan. Like I love all these styles. I'm an Evidence fan. I'm a little jealous of you as a human for reasons that we'll talk about in a moment. But
Freeway is one of my favorite rappers.
Definitely not one of my favorite rappers.
Why not?
Because
if you are a student, you should be.
Because I'm a student, I'm not.
Off of mathematics alone.
I'm a respect Freeway.
You respect the...
I respect Freeway's skill set.
Yes, it's different than everyone's. There's nobody that raps like him.
Absolutely.
I think he's the first person that I was like...
No, people try. They're just not successful.
He rhymes... How can I explain this? He's like playing Uno.
Okay,
so if you play Uno, you'll have people green 9, green 6, green 5. And then somebody will put a yellow 5. That's Freeway. His flow. And then it'll be yellow, and then it changes into blue.
He's the person who changes the identity.
He changed the word that rhymes at the beginning goes all the way to the end, but in the middle, he's doing two different things going on, and he's switching in the middle. But this word right here at the beginning rhymes with this word at the end, but these in the middle change every.
I've never noticed that.
Listen to that shit, bro. You'll be fucking mind.
I've never heard that from him. I'm not a student of Freeway. I don't listen to Freeway.
So when you listen to Freeway, you just like, sometimes it sounds like he's not rhyming. Sometimes he just kind of like,
That's exactly what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like?
Yeah.
But he's going, ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
So he's A, B, C.
C.
Oh.
D, A, B, C. A, B, C.
That's annoying.
But it's...
I respect
it's
it.
Dope, though.
It's annoying because it's arrogant.
Exactly.
It's arrogant as a
Why
rap
are you doing
nerd.
this to me?
Yeah. You're not doing this for no one but yourself.
Yes.
That's dope.
But that's why I like him.
That's dope.
Because it makes me listen to him like, what the hell?
Okay. You got me interested. Because I'm not a Freeway hater by any means.
No, I'm not. No, not at all. Freeway got smoked by Cassidy. We all know this. But
I wasn't going to say it.
But there's something. That is why Jay-Z liked him.
Yeah.
Because he was like doing something that, whoa, what is this?
And Jay-Z's a student.
And he's a student. And he's listening to everybody's styles to see, you know what? The Cashmere Killer is called Cashmere Killer because Jay-Z's name used to be Cashmere Brown.
You're a layered person and people have no idea.
Does that make sense now?
It makes a lot of sense. It makes so much sense.
So I'm a Cashmere Killer because I can do this style. I can kill with this style as well. Yeah.
Wow.
His first rap name is Cashmere Brown.
Look, people... So, not people. I would say, to the untrained ear, you could be branded back then, not now. Yeah. You could be branded as just a Jay-Z clone.
Right.
And I dug in because in my head, when I hear someone and I go, they sound professional, I go, let me find out more. Maybe I want to work with this person.
Right.
You know, and I listened to more and I went, oh, this guy's actually dope. And it stopped there for me. I never reached out to you. I never looked deeper into meeting you. I just went, okay, I'll remember his name. He's dope. And I didn't talk to you or see you or hear from you for maybe another 6 or 7 years.
Crazy.
But you resurfaced, and we were in the same place at some point in the IE. And I went, this is that guy.
Word.
And
when, I don't know what it was. What was it? Because I was going through a lot. I was going through a lot of
shows back then. It might have been a show at the Vibe. It might have been a show at the venue in Grand Terrace. I just know you came and you did a show, and Snaz Gordy was your hype man.
Yes, those are exceptional. Those are like times of showing that rapping still matters.
Yeah. And look, all I know is it was a small show that wasn't well promoted, and you got booked for it, and I could tell you were like, look, the homie asked me to do the show. I didn't do everything in my power to make this shit go crazy, but I'm about to make this show go crazy.
Word.
And I was there, and I'm just a student. So I was like, I know this guy. I know who he is. Let me see what he's about. And you went crazy, and then this nigga Snaz Gordy went on stage and matched you as your hype man. And I went, did the hype man just go as dope as the guy who's actually on the bill?
Yeah.
And I lost my mind. And after the show, I went up to both of you and was like, yo, I just want y'all to know you went stupid today. And y'all were both just like, yo, good looking.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've been a diehard fan of both of you. Like, I've
shout out
kept
to Snaz. Like, Snaz is an alien. Like, he called me an alien, I call him an alien. You know, like, we call each other aliens because sometimes we do things and we just be like, nigga, hold up. You feel me? Like, hold up, wait, what?
I don't know which one of your species is more on Earth than the other. I'm not sure, because you're a weird species of quality artist that's people know it but they don't know it. People see it but they don't see it. It's almost like everyone respects it greatly and there's prestige around it, but also it could just walk through the room and no one sees it.
Invisible man.
The invisible man is dog.
Now you understand.
It's a weird freak thing that you have going on.
Yeah.
Versus Snaz is more of a just under the radar thing.
Right.
He's just under the radar.
Like, what the who?
Yo, it's what everyone wishes they found on accident.
Yes.
That's what he is.
Yes.
People find you and go, oh, other people know? Okay, I feel less special.
Yes.
People find him and feel extra special. You know, and
he's out here. You feel me? Like,
you guys are both doing your shit, but one of you, when people find you, they find other people who know you.
Right.
That's
and
the
then
difference.
The other person nobody knows. Yeah.
And that's more exciting, which is annoying maybe for you, because some people will discover you and him at the same time and be more excited for the guy that no one knows.
Yes. That's how I feel. You know what's funny? That's how I feel about Rock Marciano and Kai. Because I love Kai more than I love Rock. I love Rock, though.
Yeah.
But I love Kai more because I know...
That's his Snaz.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, this... Kai is insane. But Rock Marciano is also insane. But there's, like, this thing, like, people know this. Not everybody knows this. So when I listen to this, I feel a way. Like, y'all don't even know, y'all don't even understand what's happening right now. But that is why I like Snaz, though, because like I will bring Snaz around shit, and he'll rap, smoke shit, and I'll just be like, y'all don't even know what just happened right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't even know. Y'all know he rapping good, but y'all don't even know what. You feel me? Like, this is high level rapping right here. This rapping, he naturally learned how to do this. This is regular for him. For me, I had to learn.
You worked for it.
I worked to do that.
Student.
I'm a student. That is his environment.
Yeah.
Like, everybody rap like him where he's from. You feel me? So it was just like, not everybody raps like him. He's better than a lot of people. Yeah. Tons of people. But as far as like the East Coast, you have to be wordy. You got to be witty. You have to have punchlines. You got to have style. You got to,
otherwise you're just nothing.
You're nothing.
Yeah.
Because everybody can do that. Yeah. Because that's where it's birthed from. You know what I mean? It's like gang banging. If you really think about it, like, not everybody can gang bang like somebody from California.
Factual.
Right? There's a whole different thing that comes with a Crip from LA
Yeah.
and a Crip from in New York. It's two different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with rapping. Like somebody that's from New York that knows how to rap, they know how to rap in a way where it's like that's where it's birthed from.
Yeah.
You feel me? But then you go somewhere else, you can be a student of it and you can do it good. And like I said, like I'm exceptional at what I do, but I'll never be I still, at the end of the day, I still have to pay homage to what this is.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't birthed for where I was at. So I gotta understand that there's sadly there is a cap of what it is. Because if I get to the highest peak of what hip hop is, there's gonna be a nigga from New York standing right there. Like, nigga, I made this, and you gotta sit your ass down. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's just
hilarious. That's
it's
hilarious.
funny, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the final boss is a nigga from New York.
Yeah.
When you reach the highest level of rapping, there's a nigga from New York. Like, that's cool and all, but I created this.
Yeah.
So just relax. You
That's
feel me?
insane.
And that is why I pay so much homage to the shit. That's why I love that more than everywhere else, just because I know where it comes from. I understand it. If you have a love for something and you dig deep, then you fall in love with what it is.
All right, well, let's step outside of that, because obviously we've already covered that you're technically, fundamentally a great artist. You are someone who deserves respect. We've already covered that. We know you're good at what you do. But what comes with that is if the right people see you, if the right people get an opportunity to get exposed to you, good things can happen, right?
Yes.
Have you ever had those moments happen where someone of more clout than you, more success than you, get exposed to you?
Yes.
What happened?
They just fuck with me heavy. I mean, I'm somebody that doesn't I'm not an opportunist. I'm someone that it could be good and bad though, because
it's good and bad for sure.
Yeah, because I'm not an opportunist. So like if somebody comes up to me and I know they have more clout, I guess. I don't even like using that word. Just more movement, more. There's just a bigger name than who I am, or they have the power to put me in another position.
Yeah.
I'm not about to nut hug. I'm not about to be all in the videos, dance. No, I'm not about to like kiss ass. There's no reason to kiss ass. Like you fuck with me because I did what I did. Yeah. And I fuck with you already because I already know who you are. You did what you were supposed to do. And if anything, like I've never ever wanted to be somebody's little homie, for one. I just don't have a little homie stature.
You're a very tall person.
Yeah, so
I consider myself a tall person. Yeah, you're a very tall person. I can't
be another grown man's little homie and it just doesn't feel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
so what are some situations? Give me some scenarios or stories.
Stories. I don't want to be chatty patty. I will say this is what I'll say. People that matter, that really put on for this shit, fuck with me. On a level of not even trying to put me in position, but just making sure that I don't do dumb shit. Yeah. All the time. I'm good.
I'm gonna say some random names. Nothing crazy.
So do I get a one word answer, or do I have to?
You definitely don't get a one word answer. You can elaborate and say what you want to say. No pressure here, obviously.
Let's do it.
We'll start with something more obscure and less personified. You were associated with LRG.
Word. LRG took care of me. LRG. How that happened was, the homie had a show, like a boutique, like a streetwear store, and he was like, yeah, I got a show, like pull up, like I want you to do like a song or whatever, like pull up and do a song at the end of my set or whatever. And I was like, I don't know, I'll pull up to see what it is. Like, I'll check the energy. I didn't tell him that though. I was just like, yeah, but I wasn't gonna do that shit. And then it was kind of like, what happened was there were people that performed before the homie, and I was like, these niggas is ass. Like, this is trash. What? You feel me? Like, nah, hold up. So the homie went, and I was just eager to go, just because that's just the
competitor, the student,
student, the warrior. You know, like that's just in me. Like, I can't wait to get up there so I can show y'all.
A nigga who put in the hours,
right? Yeah. Let me show you how to do this.
Yeah.
Type shit. Not like that, but yeah. You know. So I went up there and I did one song, shut it down pretty much, and I was just standing outside, and some random dude just came up to me and he was like, "Yeah, I work for LRG. I think you dope. Pretty much, I work for LRG, and we like take my number down. I'm gonna hit you up, like, and I want to work with you or whatever." I got his number. I was like, this nigga lying. On everything I love, I'm like, this nigga is lying. Yeah, right. And here in the Riverside, I was in Riverside. Yeah, like a boutique in Riverside. I'm like, here? Hell no. So I didn't pay no mind to it. I think like a week passed. He hit me up like, yo, what up? This is yada yada yada. Let me know when you got time to pull up so we can talk or whatever. This is an address. And I was like, yo, I can pull up whatever. Yeah. This day. I still wasn't taking that shit serious. I was just like, I'm free on these days. He's like, all right, cool. Gave me a time and an address. I'm like, oh, this nigga gave me an address. Looked the address up. That shit was legit. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Then I was like, oh shit. So I pulled up, and that shit was what it was. Like, it was a legit situation. Like, they took care of me. Like, they held me down to the max. I did my release party inside of their penthouse for Born in Olympus. Sheesh. The penthouse in LA, like, overlooking the city, all that. Like, gave me tons and tons of clothes. Gave me a catalog booklet where I can just write the number down and send it to them, and they send it to the crib. They held me down for the pay dues situation. Like,
so you performed at pay dues?
Yeah, yep.
And for people,
it was before too. So once they found out that I was doing pay dues, they really locked in. Like, yeah, we want you to wear our shit. Yeah, not nobody else's shit. So yeah, I was LRG down.
For people who don't know, tell them what pay dues is, because pay dues don't exist no more. But pay dues was crazy.
Pay dues is basically, if you are a MC, a rapper, it's literally like graduating almost. It's graduating to as far as like you've made it to a point where the underground, I ain't even gonna say underground. You made it to a point where you're respected.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get on that shit, you're respected, because those are like the best of the bests in that whole realm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That realm is like, you have to be good.
You have to.
Pay dues is you have to be good. Rolling Loud is not you have to be good. Rolling Loud is how many views you got on your videos, how many followers you have.
It's a numbers festival.
It's a numbers festival.
Yeah.
Pay dues was a numbers festival. Pay dues is rapping. Can you rap good? Can you rap? Can you really rap?
Yeah.
You know, so it was an honor to be on that shit, you know. And yeah, man,
what year was that? Do you remember?
2012, 13, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because when I did Born in Olympus, that's 2013. That's around that same time. Okay. So all of that shit was happening all at the same time.
Yeah, because I just remember. I mean, for people who don't know, if you didn't get the explanation already, pay dues was It was the biggest IE festival, and it was on the same track and calendar as Rock the Bells, which is also an IE festival.
Yes.
But it came first.
Yes.
Which means if you were a hip hop head, you went to pay dues.
You went to pay dues.
If you were a hip hop fan,
you go to Rock the Bells.
You go to Rock the Bells.
Yeah.
And
yo, can I use the bathroom?
Yeah, go ahead. It's you know where it's at. I'm gonna keep talking while you do that. Careful with the headphones. For people who have no idea, Pay Dues was headlined by Ice Cube, headlined by E40, headlined by the Internet Group, headlined by so many different people: Tyler the Creator, Black Hippie, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar, Absol. Everyone came to Pay Dues pretty much, and this is a festival that was ran by Merce. And if you were anywhere in the world invested in hip hop, you knew about Pay Dues. So the fact that this guy was a opener at Pay Dues is kind of a big deal. And on top of that, to be sponsored and pushed by LRG and come out to do it, kind of a big deal, kind of important. So at this point in time, this is between 2009 and 2012. I'm still really just a fan, going to shows, not really telling people I have music, putting out projects for just the internet, not really present physically in the physical realm, just doing what I do best, which is dropping stuff on the internet. So yeah, this is a very interesting era, and this is a big time. So I mean, maybe you could tell me more about this, but when would you consider in the realm of public exposure the peak public exposure year for you?
My peak public exposure year? I had, I guess, Born on Olympus. Born on Olympus was great.
Yeah.
Born on Olympus had me, I was living off music. Honestly, wasn't working, wasn't doing nothing. I was just living off music. Like, I was being booked for shows back to back. Sponsorship, I had probably 6-7 sponsors.
God dang.
Yeah. I was good. The music was going up. You feel me? And I was doing features a lot. Yeah, Born on Olympus, I think, is my peak. My peak exposure year, where people where people understood okay, he's beyond just this, you know. But I will say my most funnest is 2015 with Bar Kelly.
Oh, that's a good year.
It's a great. It might have been my funnest time doing music ever. Just my funnest time.
What is Bar Kelly? Why is that your funnest year? Tell me more.
I was wilding. I shout out to my homegirl Sugar. Shout out to the homegirl Low too. So at the time, I was doing so good with the Born on Olympus shit that I wasn't really doing music at all. I was just outside.
Yeah.
And I was outside so much, and I was growing my hair out and doing all of that just outside all the time. I was drinking Henny all the time. I don't know if you was around for that, but
I was around for some.
Yeah, I was showing up with bottles of Henny, and always at any house party. It doesn't matter what house party it was, I was in a house party with a bottle of Henny. It's just a known thing. Stevie just be outside. And during that time, I wasn't doing music. Like I said, I was partying. So then it was kind of okay, let me make a project that I guess, I'm not even gonna say let me make a project. It was that's just what it was at that time.
Yeah.
I was just having fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't taking nothing serious.
You were in the studio replicating what life was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I took nothing serious at that time. 2015, as far as the music went, I really didn't take nothing serious. I took rapping serious, but as far as what I felt when niggas thought about me, or how I felt where niggas see me at, what they see me doing, who they see me with.
You got nothing to prove in your head.
I didn't care. I was hanging out with gangsters. I was hanging out with niggas that niggas don't like. I was hanging out with girls that's ratchet. Like I was just with the shits. I'm from Moreno Valley. Yeah. Just come with it, you know? Like I was literally living like somebody from Moreno Valley.
Facts.
So then the Bar Kelly became a Moreno Valley thing. So I was really repping. I was really trying to capture what Moreno Valley was in that project. But also it had a concept, and it just became this thing where it made things fun because I wasn't taking the project serious. So when I would go out somewhere or perform, it was always just fun. Yeah. The energy was light because it's not something serious. It's something like a joke. Yeah. So it's just fun all the time. Like
so the shows were lit.
The shows is lit. Everybody, yeah, exactly. I'm with whatever. Yeah. Somebody, if I'm just with whatever. Like, I was pouring any in the crowd. Like I'm doing what niggas do now, but in a hip hop, underground hip hop environment. If that makes sense. I was bringing a whole different environment. Even the girls that was coming to my shows was a whole different situation at that time, you know? Yeah. So like people wanted to come to the show because it was a different environment at that time. And it made the shows fun. You know? So that's my favorite shit because I was doing more wilding than rapping.
How does that affect the music that happens today? Because you've been exposed to what the focused, concise hip-hop head student music is. Yes. And you've also been exposed to what I don't give a F.
Yeah, the turn side.
Yeah, the freedom of I've proven what I have to prove. Yes. Like, y'all know your boy. Right. This is what I'm doing now. Guess what? Like it or don't like it. Now you're this hybrid. What is happening now?
What's happening now is every single project from here on, you get a blend of things. But right now, where I'm at right now, I've seen something that opened my eyes. That has made me more.
What opened your eyes?
I just see that people forget that it's okay to be yourself. So the easiest way for me to ease into that and help other people, you know, is to go back to what I know. Especially for like my fans.
Maybe what made you a student in the first place.
So I'm going back to that. And also with the certain things that I'm saying in my songs. Like I'm trying not to push anything but what's right. I've done enough dumb shit in my life. I've done bad things in my life. Of course, everybody. You know, but I want to make it okay to be nice and cool and chill and loving and all of the things that damn near is like missing from hip hop right now. That was there at one point. You know, it was never not there. Yeah, but the way it is now, it's damn near like not there at all. You know what I mean? Like it's not like they make fun of you for everything.
Yeah, you have to be everything an extremist.
Literally, like everything that's positive is bad until they see somebody being hurt by it and they say leave this person alone or let them do what they want to do.
It's extreme.
It's insane to me.
Yeah, everything's exaggerated. Everything's overreacted to or underreacted to.
Yeah.
One or the other. Jeez. And so
like for example, like if somebody is too preachy on a record, niggas don't want to hear that shit, right? Yeah. But if you see the next week that this person is getting punched out and he's trying to defend himself and he's getting jumped, then everybody won't fuck with the record.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, like you feel me? It's just insane to me.
Yeah.
That it's like that.
Yeah, you can't just be thoughtful. You got to be thinking of yesterday.
Yes. Right. Yeah. So with that being said, like with the new music that I'm trying to do now, I'm not trying to like preach to nobody. If anything, I'm healing myself first through my music.
Yeah.
And in the process, I'm pretty sure the listeners will heal themselves as well, and then we'll heal each other on the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean at this point I don't feel weird saying this, but it feels weird talking about this. I consider myself a professional rapper, which is if you need something to be done with a pen and pad and a microphone on anything hip hop related, I know the ins and outs of it. I can make it happen. And if for some odd reason I can't do it, I have 5 people I can call who will do it for you.
Exactly.
Which is an expert.
Yes.
Because part of being an expert is also knowing who to call.
Right. And ask. Yeah. Exactly.
You're by far definitely that, whether people know it or not. You are that, the epitome of that. What keeps an expert going a decade later? Because it's been over a decade. You know, a decade ago is 2013.
Right.
You know, which is crazy to say.
It's crazy to say. Yeah.
Because you're still young in the game. You
right.
know, you're still a young artist. Really,
I'm an old rookie.
Yeah.
They would call me a what's the word for it? The old rookie is called a there's a word for it.
I have no idea.
It's a crazy word. It's like Larry Bird playing in the league right now. You know, like as much as it's funny, but like he would get buckets off easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
With no problem.
Yeah.
They call him a shiner or something. I don't know what they call it. That's basically what I am.
Hopefully someone in the comments will know.
Yeah, somebody will know. But yeah, that's basically what I am. You know, like I can play now in any league. Doesn't matter. The young league,
you'll get buckets.
Yeah, I'll get buckets in any genre. I'll get buckets.
Yeah,
and I know I don't always show that, but I can.
You don't show that very often at all.
So if things get yeah, I don't show that at all. Yeah, because it makes it. What's gonna happen is they're gonna hate me. And I know people are supposed to say like, yeah, it don't matter what people, but what happens if you get buckets in everybody's league? Everybody hates you. Then everybody hates you like they hate Drake. Yeah, everybody hates Drake because he can get buckets in every league. Yeah, every single league. Here's the flip side, though. He can get buckets in, but right?
Drake can go on tour anywhere he wants. Yes, Drake sells and Drake's probably not a good example because he's actually loved, and we know people who love him.
But I know this is what I'm saying though. At the beginning, at the beginning they didn't like that shit.
Let's do someone who's not loved by everyone. Jack Harlow.
Okay,
Jack Harlow don't got love everywhere.
People don't like him.
Jack Harlow gets buckets pretty much everywhere he goes.
Jack Harlow can get buckets.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
there got to be someone else though, because I feel like there's certain things that I don't think that Jack Harlow can get buckets everywhere.
That's probably true.
He can't get buckets everywhere.
That's true. Okay,
Jack Harlow can't.
I don't know because he hasn't even tried. He hasn't tried yet.
Shout out to Jack Harlow. Let me stop because there's just certain genres of music where like they won't allow that him. Yeah, if that makes sense. I feel like Drake can be allowed. Drake is allowed in every genre.
Drake can do a record with Benny the Butcher and Wiz the Kid.
Yes,
right now.
Yep.
You know,
and he's probably accepted.
Yeah, he's done both. I think
Jack Harlow can't do that.
No, he cannot. He cannot do a Wiz the Kid record. And I'm curious about the Alchemist record he would attempt to do.
He has an Alchemist record?
No, he doesn't. I'm curious.
This is off subject, but I feel like Doja Cat is one of the best female rappers.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. At all.
One of them.
Doja Cat is a Stevie Crooks. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Because she comes from the same.
But here's the difference, though. You married yourself to the less prominent sound. Yes. And she married herself to the current sound.
The current sound, yes.
But that's the difference.
But based off of her tweeting and how she talks, I think she's going back.
She's proven.
She's going back to where I am.
Yeah, whether she does it or not, she's proven that she can.
Yeah, she reminds me of Kendrick.
Yeah, the fact that she told me she was a fan of Fonte's "Whatever You Say" verse.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
student.
Oh, you know.
Yeah,
so
exactly, exactly.
So she has my respect, and I've never listened to her project by her. I've never.
You never listened to a project? Or if you listen to it as like somebody that like, you'll listen to it in a way of like knowing like I just want to hear you rap good.
Yeah,
she can rap good, bro.
I heard her singles, and I went, okay, cool.
Her singles, she's even rapping good.
Yeah, she really is. The one with SZA, I was like,
she can rap good, bro.
You spitting on this? I'm like, she's not taking shortcuts on even the singles. So I know when she's not taking shortcuts at all, she's going crazy.
Right.
But
that's somebody that's dope. That's a student. That's another student.
Why did you choose this life? Why are you a student of the game, and now you know the fate of someone who does what you do, and you know the fate of someone who does the opposite?
That's why I'm the invisible man. Because I know the truth.
Why?
But everybody acts like they don't know the truth. So when you are invisible, you are the brightest thing, but everybody is in the dark.
You're happy here?
It doesn't matter. It's not my choice. It's not. And my job is to be this. That's it. I don't have a choice.
I don't know if that's your job.
I don't have a choice. I get depressed when I'm not doing this. I'm sad when I'm not doing this.
I agree. You're a person born to do music. You're a chosen person. You're chosen. You know.
I appreciate that.
I don't tell people that often. You're a chosen person to do music, but I don't think you're chosen to do what you're doing right now.
I'm doing right now.
I can't. I'm not gonna say that. I don't believe that.
This is what I'll say. I'm not chosen to do what I'm doing specifically sonically right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm chosen to do something way greater than this.
Yeah. So why?
The thing is, because what I want to do first is set a foundation so strong that whatever I build on top of it, there's nothing that nobody could say.
Why? Who cares?
You care.
I don't.
Because you would be somebody that will argue for me.
I'm arguing for you right now.
But I'm talking about to other people that's saying that I'm not something.
Look,
does that make sense?
I argue for Drake.
I argue for Drake too.
And he has not made a Stevie Crooks catalog.
But we don't know that though.
It's not out. It's not out. That's what I'm saying.
It's almost like I may have music like that, but nobody knows that.
You do. I know. So let's get that out the way. Let's just get that out the way.
But that's what I mean though. So Drake probably has a whole album that
he definitely
he can never put it out.
He definitely does.
He can't do nothing with it right now.
Yeah.
There has to be a specific time for this.
But you put them out.
Every once in a while.
I want to know what's stopping Stevie Crooks from making the fundamentally sound commercial Stevie Crooks, or the sonically for everyone, but for a student, you know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Where is that at? Where is it? Because you're polished. You know the formulas. You know the science. You know the art.
I don't know.
You know how to do it. You know the people who make the beats for it.
I can do all of that.
You have every resource in music to make the.
Redemption was very close to that. Redemption was
no. For you,
I'm talking
you
about
could get
producer wise. I went farther than what I was supposed to go to.
For you as an artist, you could get way closer than that.
Oh yeah, I can be.
You could be tapped in. Like for the untrained ear, they think you've been doing that for 10 years, and you don't have anything in that realm. And I don't understand why, for someone who could easily be making a living off of just putting out the right joints and. You know how to brand.
Yes.
You know how to create the image. I mean, there's episodes that looks like no other episodes I've made. You know how to make cover art. You know the aesthetics. You know the reputation. You know the shows. You've done the work. What are we waiting for? Why aren't we doing that?
Maybe this conversation.
I just want to know, because we 3 years ago recognized together as a pair that you're capable of doing those other sounds at a high level, and it not sounding like, look, I don't have any political connects. Benny the Butcher on a trap beat don't sound like Stevie Crooks on a trap beat.
Word.
Let's just keep it 100. You know, like, and I'm a fan of both. You know, there's a lot of guys who do one thing at a phenomenal professional elite level that can't cross over. You can cross over.
Yeah, I can definitely cross over.
Kelly, to me, Bar Kelly isn't this was my free year. That's the year that you went, hey, idiots, I don't even need that shit back there. That's what Bar Kelly is to me.
Word.
It's a subconscious proof that when there's no pressure, I can actually do whatever I want.
Right. And that's what it was. That was it.
Yeah.
It was
so
just,
to me, it's like, okay, bro, in 2023, there is, to me, from the outside looking in, there is no pressure. So why aren't we doing that again, but serious?
Well, we don't know.
All right, I'm just curious.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I just know that I do a lot of music, and if I put some things together, I can make something happen.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna. You're admitting you're not arguing back, so I'm gonna stop punching at you.
No, I mean you're right, but you're not right. Just for the fact that I know that I have stuff that I've already recorded. That
it doesn't count if no one's heard it.
It doesn't count if no one's heard it, and that's the thing. That's why I say you're right in that aspect.
Yeah.
But in my brain, I'm just like, this guy doesn't know that I've already.
I do know. I heard it. That's why I know.
And that was 3 years ago.
You played me 3 years ago music.
Yeah.
And about an hour ago, you played me 3 months ago music. And it sounds like some Kid Cudi alternative, amazing stuff that no one even knows you're capable of. And I laugh because, man, I love both. And I just am curious what would happen, you know? Maybe it goes nowhere. Maybe it goes to the moon. I don't know.
I just need...
Can I executive produce a Stevie Crooks album?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I would love to.
Of course.
Oh my gosh,
that would be insane.
Do it. I will do it.
You probably might push me to a limit that I didn't know that I was.
I don't need no verses. I don't want my name on it. I just want to make it happen.
Word.
That would be amazing. Because
let's talk about it after. Let's talk about it.
We'll talk about it because we know the same people. So
yeah, for sure,
we can make that happen.
Yeah, I got some shit in the works right now too that is kind of pushing my limit as far as like it's pushing my limit for sure. It's more.
What's your limit?
My limit is it's pushing my limit as far as like trying to be lyrical.
Oh.
So it's pushing my limit as far as like I'm not trying to be lyrical.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean by that. Like it's a struggle not to be lyrical.
I've never heard you try hard to be lyrical.
Yeah,
and I'd love to hear that too because I'm a student.
Yeah, I haven't. There's songs that I have where I try, but they never come out.
Okay,
because it's a bunch of rapping.
Yeah, it sounds corny, but I love that. As a nerd, I love that.
Like I'll show my best friend because he's nerded out with the rap shit. So like I'll show him and he'll be like, oh, you went,
exactly.
And I'm like that too. Like I like when people take me somewhere.
Yeah,
technically that like I didn't even. That's why I like battle rap though.
Yeah,
because battle rap takes me a place where like it's beyond the regular structure.
Yeah,
they set things up from it can start from here, and at the end of the round it connects to that, and it's just like, okay, that right there, a lot of great
literary tools like crazy.
Yes, and I like I said, being a student, you use those all the time. So when you see it at a high level, it makes you excited.
Yeah,
you know, it makes you write it. I write a little bit different, you know, but because of battle rap, I write a little bit different. It makes me start a lot of things from the beginning and end at the begin. Start a lot of things from the end and end at the beginning, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
preludes and
so you as a student, I think every rapper who's taken themselves seriously ever has went, who else around me is this serious and this dope?
Yeah.
And you start to almost try to create this clique around yourself. Or you try to join a clique that you think is on your page.
Right.
And for you, I don't even know the details or the logistics of your past with other artists, but you were a part of something, and it included multiple artists that I think are super dope.
Word.
What is it called? What's the history of that? Tell me some details before I play this song.
So basically, it started off with just me and Snaz.
Okay.
And we called each other NYCA because he from NY, I'm from California.
NYC. Okay, go ahead.
CA, right. Mm-hmm. So it was just me and Snaz at first. Mm-hmm. And we just was calling each other NYCA. We'd be with each other every day, just rapping, writing shit, going out, doing whatever. Just you know how I be.
Yeah.
And he had a homie, which is Celine, and he was like, yo, the homie is dope. Like, check him out. And I was like, yo, who is this nigga? Like, what the fuck is
He's hard.
What the fuck is this? This nigga is AZ. Like, what?
Yeah.
This is AZ. This is crazy. Like,
yeah.
Not even AZ. This is Lean. Like, his whole style is just something that at that time it was just like unheard of. Same thing with Snaz. When I first met Snaz, I'm like, this whole shit is like unheard of. Because at that time I felt like I was the only one that could rap like that.
Yeah.
So then I meet people that can rap like that.
Crazy.
But on some regular.
I can't imagine being in your shoes, doing what you were doing, and then to meet these guys. This is crazy.
So then boom. These are like elite MCs,
yes.
Right? But they don't consider themselves elite MCs. They do, but they don't.
That's
they just be
funnier.
like, they just compete with each other.
Yeah.
So they look at me like I'm like, oh, I be wilding, but that's only because my style is different than theirs.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at them like, nigga, you rhyme every single word in the middle, and you just rhyme a lot.
Yeah.
You rhyme way more than I do, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Talk like that.
Yeah, and then they talking to me like, the shit that you be doing, I can't do that. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just start making music together.
Yeah.
So then it was just like, he had this on me. I'm just like, yo, I know Self. Self is the only person that I when I first met him, I was like, I like him. Out of everybody that I've met out here, this is the person that I like. And then he had his brother with him.
Yeah.
And they was on the same shit. Like, it's just it's a style. Like, it's a whole wave that they have. Mm-hmm. Self-I reminds me of Jadakiss and Styles P. Mm-hmm. It's
fundamentally sound.
Fundamentally like just on point.
Yeah.
The punch hit when it hit.
Yeah.
The quotable hits when it hits.
They get it.
It's just boom. Get it. It's just bang, bang. So I'm just like, oh yeah. Let's put everybody in a group chat. We put everybody in a group chat, and then it just began.
What was the name of that group?
It was at first it was the Casino.
Okay.
Our group was called the Casino at first. And then we changed from the Casino, and then it was NYCA for a little bit. Then we went to IVVI Cartel.
That's what I know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, which is 456. Yeah. Like because we stopped calling ourselves the Casino, but what else is in the Casino? Dice. So when you roll 456, it's a head crack. So we was just like,
I didn't even catch
456 Cartel, because we got the Latins in our shit. So
yeah. Spitting
too. So like it just became this thing, and we got a lot of love.
I'm gonna play this,
and we can rap. Is this real footage? This ain't real, bruh. This real footage, huh?
I think so.
That is insane.
Come to the shore on a pterodactyl when I skydive. My imagination is danger. Don't forget the way that I dress. Fabric fire threats melting that hanger. It's the perfect assassin. Siberian werewolf hoodie. Sword carrying, beautiful barbarian. I eat caviar, watch Jerry Springer. Dreams of driving cherry beamers while my wifey blow the reefer. Grimy couture, black Timberlands on marble floors, paid in full playing while I
So tell me, who are the core three influences that make this verse? Like, obviously you're a student of Hove.
Yeah.
Where does it go from there?
So the funniest thing is Hove came at the end. So my first influences, like I said, cannabis. I listened to a lot of Tribe Called Quest. I listened to a lot of Busta Rhymes. I listened to a lot of like the Dev Squad, and there's just way too many. It's just way too many influences at first that have something to do with.
Because
it's a blender.
Let me, as a listener, explain what it triggers in my head. You have the extravagant word bank of like a Rick Ross, like the lyricism,
which is one of my favorites. Yeah,
the lyricism's superior to that, obviously. But then the wordplay and flow is more of a Ho flow, and then of course I hear the studentry in between that, which is why I'm asking, because you're clearly doing something that is not the I'm just trying to sound like Jay-Z, and it's also not the I'm trying to be fancy like Rick Ross.
Yeah,
you got something in between that separates you from those two.
Yes,
but damn, like especially the production when you and Snaz work together. You guys got this allure, like. Yeah, we six-figure income rap.
Yeah, because like when we would be together, we would just really be on some other shit. You feel me? Like we really would be on some other shit. Like we gotta wild out. If we go somewhere, we gotta buy a bunch of drinks. We gotta be the flyers. We gotta come in there with the prettiest women. We were like on that just to, that's what we were on. Like when we write something down, it gotta be beyond.
Yeah.
Like, don't say it like this. Say it like this.
Yeah.
Or how can you switch that around and make it even more crazy? So it just became it was just our life. So then it became how we write. Because, like I said, a lot of the songs that me and Snaz have together that are not out yet, it's us going back and forth.
Yeah.
2 bars, 4 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars, 2 bars, 2 bars, 4, and then 8. So we were doing that a lot because we were feeding off of each other.
Yeah,
and that's what made it so easy for us when we do our shows. That's what make it so easy because we got the same. We know what time it is.
Yeah,
I know when to do my ad lib, and he know when to do his ad lib or whatever. Like, so when the song, there's a lot of the songs that we have together. I do his ad libs, he do my ad libs. Yeah, so it just made it a little bit easier.
That's hard.
Yeah,
that's hard. Yeah, I'm a fan of that, and you guys just seem to agree on the vision. And
for sure, he on point. Like he helped me get out of a mind frame of just being okay with I'm the most lyrical in Moreno Valley or something. He was like, nah, like we'd be in the whip listening to music, be like, nigga, fuck these niggas, you better than all these. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that right there is the battery in the back, and vice versa. And vice versa. And exactly, that's what you need. So like he was helping me go beyond my limits. And that's another reason. I think that's another reason why Bar Kelly happened as well. Like he was pushing me to do more, you know, go towards a lane because he knew that I can do that. So he like showed him that you can do that shit. That's why, you know, he on a lot of the skits. He talking, you know, so like he was there for all of that, you know. Shout out to Snaz, man. Shout out to Snaz.
Man, it's the roots,
my nigga right there. Like, you don't even know. Like, we went through the trenches together. Like, trenches. We've been through some shit together. We've been through the trenches together. I'm gonna just say that. You know?
With all that being said,
top ramen, all that, Little Caesars pizza, all that.
you paid
sleeping
them
in the whip, all that. You know what I mean?
Now you're where you're at now. What does it mean to you? Like, what is the Invisible Man today? Why today? What does it mean today? What's the objective? What's the goal? Like, what's happening?
Okay, so basically, I feel that people, especially now, act like they don't know what's going on with music. And they just accept whatever people give them. Not understanding that, you know, especially now with how the internet controls the climate of how things go, and not the labels and nothing like that. The internet basically controls, the people control what is loved and what is not loved, and what is heard and what is not heard. I feel like the people choose to ignore what they need to hear, and they choose to hear what they want to hear. Because sometimes what you need to hear puts you in a position where you have to change things. And people do not like change. We all know this. I don't like change myself. You feel me? So I understand. So when you hear things that put you in a position where you may have to change something about who you are, and you're in the car by yourself, or you're chilling by yourself, and you hear something on the record and it puts you in a position, it's either going to rattle you and make you change, or rattle you and make you turn it off. Right?
Facts.
So with that understanding though, I'm in a position where I've showed I can rap. I've showed I can do. I didn't show I can do everything, but I've showed I can rap. So now I want to show a different side of what music is. As far as like, I hear all the time people saying, I wish people would make music like this. How come nobody's saying nothing? Or why is nobody talking? They ain't talking about nothing. Yeah. Right? Or I missed this. Or I everybody says that. Even myself, I do that shit. Now I'm in a position where I need to make that. So then I don't feel like I'm a part of the problem. So now when that's happening, if somebody says that, I can be like, well, I'm not gonna say, well, I'm doing this, but I won't feel a way where like, damn, I'm a part of the problem. Yeah. Actually, I'm trying to do something. Actually, I'm trying to tell other artists to do this. Actually, I'm trying to tell listeners to uplift themselves, or have faith in themselves, or, you know, just actually care about what you are ingesting in your body and your ears and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not trying to talk too crazy. I'm not pushing violence. I'm not pushing nothing like that. But when you're in a climate where everybody else is doing that, you do become invisible, because you are against everything that makes them who they are. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
You know? It's almost like when you're in a room with
a lot of other people can be the invisible man as well.
Yes. Yes. I'm not the only one that's invisible. Yeah. The invisible man. But just because you're invisible doesn't mean that you're not seen. Yeah. They choose not to see you. Yeah. That's why I'm posting pictures of a whole black building with all the lights off, and then there's one light, or this person just standing there. That's me. Yeah. I got the light on because I know the truth. The truth is the light. Yeah. Everybody else chooses to turn the light off because everybody else is doing it.
That's very dope.
Everybody else chooses to turn their light off because they don't want to see what's going on inside of their own home. They rather have the light off because they don't want to see what's going on inside. Yeah. Everybody knows the truth of this shit. Everybody knows the truth, bro. And like, and you're really, let's just keep it a buck. Like, let's keep it a buck. The music, what you listen to plays a lot in how you live and
how you want to live.
How you want to live. All of that. Like, people choose not to act like that shit don't matter, but it does matter. There's nothing wrong with turning up, but if you get in the car and you listening to club music 24/7. And you're not taking in anything else, your digestive system is gonna be fucked up.
That's the subconscious effect you're taking in, for sure.
Yeah. So in this climate right now, I feel like everybody everybody is damn near forced because of the algorithm and forced because of the internet and shit like that. You're damn near forced to make music for the internet. I'm not making music for the robots. I'm not gonna do it.
Invisible.
Yes. I don't want to make music for the robots because the robots damn near control this shit. You're literally like thinking like, oh, I gotta make this because this is gonna do this. You're not thinking like
I feel this, I'm gonna make this.
People don't do that shit no more. It's very rare. It's very rare. And when you do that, you understand that it the sacrifice of like it may not get heard by everybody. But that person that it may reach, it may change their life. And that's what the music is for. That's what this shit is for. It's not for for everything else. Everybody's doing music for all the wrong reasons. Music is supposed to be healing. Music is supposed to be magic. Music is a universal thing. It heals. You don't even have to know English. And if you hear something in English and it touches your soul, you're going to be attracted to it. And vice versa. If you hear somebody singing in French and you hear the soul in that person, you don't even know what they're saying, but you're just like, you know what I mean? That right there. I'm not saying that it's missing in music, but it's not as prominent as it's supposed to be because we damn near working off of the internet has damn near infiltrated this shit.
Facts.
Like the internet, and it didn't do it on. It's not doing it on purpose. It's doing it because we've made it that way. We've made it that way. We've made systems to make it that way, but we don't realize that we're getting far and far and far away from the human aspect of what the music is. The human aspect of what the music is connecting to the soul through sounds and energy. If you're doing everything for a robot, it's not going to have anything because you're basically trying to make something so you can get numbers and things of that nature. You're making something that you know is going to be popular.
Look, man,
so
you've made
I don't want to do that no more.
A bigger fan of the album than I've already heard.
So that's the purpose of the project is I'm not doing none of that. That's why there's not a lot of. That's why when I played it for you earlier, and you were like, the last song was like, oh, this might be the single. I purposely did that shit because I don't want nobody to listen to my shit and be looking for what bangs and looking for what knock or look. I don't want you to do that. I'm trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you, like because somebody has to talk to you. Nobody's talking to you through music.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking to you through Twitter and talking to you through TikTok, and you can't listen to that when you're driving. You can't just keep playing the same TikTok over and over and over again. You feel me? Like, or you can't just keep reading tweets while you're driving.
Yeah. That's
gonna help you and benefit you in your life and tell you not to do no dumb shit. You feel me? So somebody got to say something.
All right, man.
I'm not. Like I said, I'm not preaching. I'm not even preaching.
No, the music's not preachy.
It's
the music's not backpacky or
it's not backpacky. It's
overly
not preachy.
conscious. None of that stuff. It's just
nigga.
It's just you going like, I'm in my bag.
Yeah.
And it's not your bag. It's not the internet's bag. Yeah. It is my bag.
And the way I'm talking is I'm in my bag and you can be in your bag too as well. Just stop acting like you don't know what's going on. Once you realize who you are, once you realize who you are invincible. Once you realize what you're here for, you'll never ever have to worry about dying because you know exactly what you're here for. So you can't even see your death happening anytime soon because you know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how I feel. Like, I know I'm not going anytime soon because I'm here for something great. I'm here for something greater. I'm here to change something. I don't know exactly what it is. It may start here with the music, but it may go somewhere else outside of music. I don't know. But this is a start for me right now. That's why I decided to, like, I don't want to. Nobody needs to see what the fuck I look like. They just need to see what I'm doing for the people.
The message.
The message. And what is this shit? What is hip hop about?
That's
the
it.
message.
That's it.
What has hip hop ever been about? The message.
Man.
At the beginning. So motherfuckers need to know what this shit is. Like that's just what it is. People act like they don't know they act like they don't know that though.
Yeah.
So they act like I don't exist when I talk that talk. Because it disrupts what they're doing. They act like I don't exist. They gonna know now.
They gonna know now.
Oh, for sure. I'm okay with making people feel uncomfortable when I go to the studio and I play my shit. I'm okay with making people feel uncomfortable when I do a show and I cut all the music off and it's mad quiet and then I start doing a cappella or I just start rapping and there's no drums at all. They're like, why this nigga did the whole set with no drums? Because I want you to hear what I gotta say and I want to look you dead in your eyes and I want to tell you the truth. I want to tell you some shit that you know already, but you need to hear from somebody else in a way where you're like, damn, you know what? Damn, this nigga not lying. You feel me? We know the truth. We know they don't want us here. We know sometimes people don't want us to get farther than they are.
Yeah.
We know that people are afraid of love. But we know how powerful love is. We know all of these things, bro.
Man,
there's so many things that we know, bro. And
you got me excited, man.
We just act like we don't know. So what I'm okay with putting myself there. I had this conversation with Curtis already. Like I know what's about to come. Because I'm not gonna say I'm against everything what the industry does to people, but I'm anti right now. Like,
yeah,
to the
and
max.
It's weird for me. Damn, I was trying to end the episode, but I got more to say. I'm in the same exact realm of thought as you and Curtis, and that's why me and Curtis sat down just like this. We did an episode of this show, and then it led to me executive producing his last album.
Word.
And sitting down and going to his spot. We did an episode of his show and we just talked and we bonded and we made music. And I'm very much of the like, it's more about the music first and me being a rapper third or fourth.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
And he was in a bag I've never heard him be in before. And I don't know if his fans can hear it. I don't know if people can hear it, but what he does,
seen it.
Man, it hit me in my heart. You know, and what you're saying to me is change. I wish I heard this before the album.
What that is freedom.
Yeah,
that's missing. That's what the industry does to artists. It takes away their freedom to be who they truly are.
But I don't think they know that though.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
What happens is when you put numbers in front of somebody that has never seen numbers, and when you put women in front of people that have never seen women before, when you put cars in front of people that never drove in a car before, when you put all of these things in front of somebody, when you put a big huge crowd in front of somebody that's never seen that before, they don't know. They're just like, damn, I want to do this the rest of my life. They're not realizing that the people that's behind that, damn near, they're not looking out for you.
No, not at all. It's all a facade.
They're not looking out for you at all. They don't realize how powerful they are.
Yeah.
They find out when it's too late. And then when they try to change, niggas don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear DMX rap about Jesus. Nigga.
Man.
I fuck with DMX heavy, but I'm good. Like, no.
Yeah.
Pop out the gate with that. Or just, or at least like throw it in there. I mean, he did, but he didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had prayers on this shit, but it's DMX.
Yeah.
You can't go from DMX to making a full gospel album.
No, you can't.
It's the same thing with Lil Wayne making a whole rock album. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, so I get that's why I don't do maybe that's why I don't get too crazy, because I want to ease people into this shit.
You got PTSD though. That's the issue. Because what you do is something you've been doing.
Word.
It's not
like something that I'm trying to experiment. I'm not experimenting. Yes,
you're not under pressure. It's not out of left field.
Yes.
It's sitting there.
Yeah.
It's sitting there waiting. And you're actively making it almost feel left field because you haven't given people the opportunity. It's not that you can't do it or you haven't been doing it. It's
Right.
you. That is you.
Right, yeah.
That's part of who you are.
Yeah.
Part of the Stevie Crooks identity doesn't exist in the public realm. And that's just a
Yes.
fact, you know.
Yes.
So, I think that part is super interesting. A little disappointing, actually, very disappointing. Actually, as a student, because I mean, I try to imagine Drake never singing or.
Right,
you know,
right,
Rakim
yeah.
never really experimenting with the schemes, or
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah,
these guys
yeah.
who have these tools that they didn't have to use, not using them.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
that's kind of where you're at for me when I listen to your music. Like
That's
I
why,
hear
that's
your
where
albums,
I may be at right now. Like that's what, and I think that, and what you said right now, I think that is why. I think learning how to make beats has been a
It's
help.
dope. It's dope.
A help for me with as far as like doing more with styles.
And it's also a gateway for you because from my perspective, it's you going, this is something that's new to me and my fans, so we can take it on together.
Yes.
Versus, hey, yo, fans, I ain't trying to tell you, but I've been doing this for a year.
Right,
You know,
right,
like,
yeah.
I'm just going to spring it on you. Versus the beats are like, I'm springing this on us.
Yes.
You know, so...
Yes.
Look at all these different styles you have more like you look at the production because it's no different. It's seriously no different, man.
Right.
Like we've heard you with people who focus on beats 7 days a week, and now we're hearing you with a guy who just started beats a year ago. You know, we've heard both, and we like both. Why can't we like the guy who does both styles?
Right.
You know, but yeah, man. Invisible Man. Congrats on the new release, man.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes out, I don't know if this will be out first or after, but I'm gonna cap this off. I don't know if you have any going out statements or words you want to say.
My going out statement is just be yourself, because we are in a world of we are in the Clone Wars right now.
Yo, there's no better way to say it.
And that's just what it is. We are in the Clone Wars and don't realize it. The more and more that we let the internet control how we live our lives, the more and more we'll become clones. Because it's a program. You feel me? Don't shoot me now. But I'm out.
Walk upon richness. The black Hercules and Hermes lenses wearing fur and burgundy benches. You was never murderous, never vicious. We don't believe you. Look at how you dress. That's the only way we'll ever see you. Dollar for every single pimple on your face. Pistol on the waist, chopsticks turn you to Lil Tay. Call me nigga Rachi, by the way. Mozzie by this Lady Gaga, probably why your bitches chase product from away. My shit collecting.
This is For the Record. I'm Jay Kasai. That's Stevie Crooks. Listen to The Invisible Man when you get a chance.